What's up, y'all? Entropy here. Welcome back to Old Dominion Dynasty. We're coming off a blowout win over the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana, and we are going to be playing another team from Louisiana in the ULM Warhawks, I believe is their name, this week. But I did want to give you guys a recruiting update real quick because I think this board is going to be kind of the same for a while, so I figured I'd update you guys on the cast of characters whose names you may want to remember. So we're going after those two running backs that I added to the board, Corey Davis and Mike Flynn. I'm trying to do a complete revamping of the running back room. We need some more speed. All of the guys in the room have 82 speed, as you guys are well aware by now, except for John Livingston. So I'm trying to overhaul the entire running back room and get as many guys in as I can, just in case someone were to get hurt or something like that. So we're going after those two. I added Vincent Young, not to be confused with Vince Young, and he's a receiver, and he has 90 speed, 74 catching, 76 route running, which is pretty good baseline. Not great with the ball in his hands, once in terms of elusiveness and all that, but a very, very capable receiver who I'm hopeful we could add to the roster. Hopefully, ironically, Texas is also the favorite for him, so that's kind of interesting. So that's a guy that we have that we're going to be going after. I believe you guys are already familiar with the two tight ends, Edward Brandt and Brent Rogers. Neither are very high overall, but both are huge dudes at 6'8 and 6'7. And again, just trying to kind of revamp the tight end room as Zach Kuntz will be graduating soon, so we need to kind of make sure there's a few options for who's going to step up behind him. Joel Hayford, a guard we added recently. Not a lot of interest from a lot of schools, so we're kind of immediately in the running for him, even though he's a 70 overall. So hopefully we can kind of maybe steal him from all these Power 5 schools we're going up against. Kenton Thompson, the center. I think we've been going after him for a while. Kind of a two-horse race between us and Coastal, so we'll see how that goes. Damian Young, another guy that I think we've been going after for a few weeks, the defensive end, turning into a three-horse race with us, Boston College, and Temple. And it looks like he either will be visiting soon or is close to being ready to visit, so got some work to do on him. Having already locked up John Stewart, as you see, Jason Johnson was one of the visitors we had last week, I'm pretty sure. He didn't commit, but we have a very considerable lead on him, so hopefully he will commit very soon. Anthony Peoples, another visitor recently. His race is much more contested. A lot of teams going after him. It looks like us and Louisville are the main competitors, so hopefully we can bring him in. And then Scott Bailey, I'm still putting points into him because he's still considering us. We have his visit coming up moderately soon. Not super soon. Week 10's a ways out. But, you know, screw it. He's the number one linebacker in the class. He's considering us. I'd be remiss if I didn't really try and land him. Doug Hughes, another recent visitor, the 5'11 corner from Virginia. We're fighting with a lot of the hometown schools, Virginia, Va-Tech, and neighboring West Virginia, all in the running here. So it's kind of just us and Virginia going after him. We need more depth at the cornerback spot, and I think he has some good speed as well. 87 is not the best, but 81 man coverage, 76 zone coverage, 87 press is all very, very good. And athletes, we've been going after Justin Alexander from the beginning. 6'4", 216. He would slot in and play a very nice receiver for us, get some size back. Ollie Jennings is the only receiver we have that's pretty high. That's a pretty high overall that has considerable size to him. So we definitely need to get some size back in the wide receiver room because a lot of the guys we have are more of the smaller, quicker archetypes. So getting a guy who's 6'4" would be a massive help. And David Monroe is a guy who I just added last week, I'm pretty sure. So we're going after him pretty hard because he looks like he will be a sick running back with his 92 speed, 94 acceleration, 88 agility. And then if you look at the ball carrier stats down there, 92 elusiveness, 86 spin move, 92 juke move, and a 75 carrying. So that is a guy that I think we need to... I mean, he would probably come in and be RB1 if we can land him. He's coming in at 75 overall. 72 catching as well. I kind of just noticed that as well. So he's even a decent receiving threat out of the backfield. So this guy very, very, very quickly may become one of my top targets that I really want to land. I'm kind of digging the white Monarch helmet right now, so let's go with that for this week. Ooh, I like those uniforms quite a bit. They're a little busy, a lot of colors involved, but I do dig them. Here we are at Malone Stadium, where the Louisiana Monroe Warhawks are hosting the Old Dominion Monarchs. It's kind of interesting because they have, of course, the more current logo, dang it, on their uniforms and such, but their field still has kind of their older logo that we haven't seen in a while, so that's kind of interesting. Blake Watson gets to carry on our first play of the game and scampers ahead for 8 yards. I'm putting it up for the grabs, and that was a very dangerous throw. I saw the safety vacate the area, but they did a good job dropping other guys back into coverage. Marshall on the corner route, diving catch. He's got it at midfield, and the freshman's got our first down of the game. Oh, and that is swallowed up in the backfield. Watson does a good job getting open. He's got the first down. What is some nice improvisation there from the running back. Watson's got a seam up the middle to run through, and he's got another first down. Wow, some good fighting there from Watson. He's manages 7 on that carry. Marshall on a little hook route, and he's got it, and he's just inside the 10-yard line. John Livingston into the game now as Watson needs a breather. He's had a very busy first drive here. And Livingston gets the outside, puts a move on the corner, fights. Oh, I thought he got in, but he is just short. Watson back in the game now, gets the carry, walks in, touchdown Monarchs, and we have our first score of the game on our first drive of the game. Good work from the offense. Ooh, and number 5, Florida goes down by 13 to LSU, and that is already their second loss of the year. An interesting formation to come out of on this first play as Rogers wants to take off, and Ryan Henry sniffs that out and only lets him get 1. Oh, and Solano blows up Isaiah Phillips in the backfield, and it's going to be 3rd and long already. And Rogers got a receiver to the outside. Jevin Frett with the reception and the toe tap. And who was that in coverage? I believe that was Trey Hawkins III. Poor job there. Unfortunate. Man, we generated some good pressure there, but the quarterback stood strong in the pocket, and Frett's got another big reception. Rogers wants to run it, and he's going to go down. I believe that's Marcus Haynes with the sack, our first of the game. And Fred again with a 13-yard reception, and he is very quickly becoming a problem. Oh, Ostrander with a terrible read, and the quarterback is off and running. We take out his legs, but Chandler Rogers scrambles for a 25-yard touchdown. Very disappointed we couldn't wrap him up. He cut kind of right around Ostrander, who just didn't look like he knew what was happening. And Louisiana Monroe is very quickly also on the board, and they have now tied it up. I will return this one as well. Oh, puts a move. Oh, and number 44 came flying in from the left side. It looked like we had a touchdown. We're going to get Livingston a little more involved this week, a little more early and often. He hasn't seen any first half action yet this year, I don't think, aside from those 2 carries on the first drive. Oh, Jordan Bly burned him. Is he going to get it? He got it. Jordan Bly down the sideline. He's not going to get tripped up, and he's going to score. Jordan Bly dusted the corner in coverage, and he's got a long touchdown reception. What an answer. Man, his quarterback loves taking off and running, doesn't he? We're going to have to really stay on our toes. Speed option. He gets the pitch out. And Robert Kennedy III is there to bring Phillips down in the backfield. 3rd and 13. Oh, and we've got that easy. Arterian Johnson undercut the route perfectly, and we've got an interception in their territory. Let's go. Oh gosh, the pressure got in there immediately. Wolf's trying to scramble. Livingston breaks free and he's got it. That was a very dangerous pass that could have been interception if the defender turned around, but it worked. Some nice improvisation from Wolf. And that play's going nowhere, and it's going to be third down. Jordan Bly underneath, and he's got the first down on the drag. He fumbled it, no! And it's picked up by the Warhawks. Oh, gosh, dang it, Bly. We were about to go up 2 scores. You can't fumble the ball, dude. Oh, I wonder if they're going to take a look at that. He might have been down. I'm not sure, though. We'll find out. They are going to look at it. Let's see if maybe the replay will tell us. Oh, he's down. Absolutely, he's down. Yep. Butts on the ground before the ball came out. That is a first down, Monarchs. Yes, sir. All right. Jordan, let's not fumble the ball anymore, please. Thanks. Livingston up the middle, and he's got 10. Nice. Little bubble screen to Marshall. He's got the first, and he's down near the Warhawks 5. Watson gets the carry, fights, and he's in! Blake Watson with his second touchdown of the game, and we are up soon to be 14 points. The perk of having 2 running backs that we like is being able to put them on the field at the same time. For formations like that, where it's like, oh, which one's going to get it? You don't know. Phillips gets the carry, cuts it back inside. Nice hit by Kennedy, but he does manage 8. Pitch to the outside. Henry can't get out there. Solano next in line, and he does get brought down, but not before a 13-yard gain. Oh, no. The flex bone, are you kidding me? Gosh dang it, I was really hoping I'd never have to see that formation again. And Fret has another first down. I feel like all of his catches have gone for first down so far. And it's a sweep for Fret this time, and Ryan Henry brings him down in the backfield. Big play for the defense. Oh, quick slant to Bloomfield, and he's got it. And it's going to be third and short for the Warhawks. Now well under 2 minutes before the first half comes to an end. This time they try to make us believe that they're going to do the reverse, and they hand it up the middle, and we were able to stop them short of line to gain. It'll be interesting to see what decision they make here. They are going to go for it. They're letting the clock run down here, I guess, in case they don't get it, so that we can not have a lot of time left. They are going to get it, however, as the entire right side was wide open, and Phillips has the 4th down conversion, and they're still in business with 40 seconds left. I'm surprised they're still running the ball. I mean, the clock is going. They're going to run out of time here. And they've got it to the outside, and they do get the first down, so that will momentarily stop the clock. Rodgers wants to take off and has nowhere to go, and the clock is running. They are not calling their last time out yet, it would appear. And they are... I mean, they may not even get this play off, honestly. They will get it off, and they're going to go for the touchdown, and Rodgers just completely misses the wide-open tight end over the middle. So Louisiana Monroe comes up empty in their last-ditch effort at the end of the first half, and that is going to leave it at 21-7. They will be getting the ball to start the second half, though, so hopefully the defense is not too exhausted because they got another drive ahead of them. Second half on the way in the pouring rain down here in the great state of Louisiana. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going from the first half, and we're off to a fantastic start here in the second. Oh, and Fred is wide open again. Hawkins cannot stay on him to the outside, and they manage a third down conversion on 3rd and 11. And Rodgers wants to take off, and he is not going to be able to take off very far. Alonzo Ford Jr. with a nice tackle to keep him from getting anywhere, and it's 3rd and long again. And Derrick has it. Will Derrick, a man with 2 first names, and they've got another first down. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Charity is burned to the outside, and Fred Lloyd, another man with two first names, with a 36-yard reception. And they are suddenly within very close striking distance. Coming out in the Maryland I believe I learned this formation is called. Oh my gosh, Isaiah Phillips has blown up Lamari and James with the hits. First time we've called his name today, I believe. No, not the flex bone, please. Anything but the flex bone. And the flex bone doesn't hurt us this time. They call a... Wow, they call a run up the middle on 3rd and 13. That is a bold choice. I don't know if they thought we wouldn't see that coming, but they're going to have to settle for a field goal now. It's up, and it is through. It was fading to the right a little bit, but he does sneak it through the upright, and we are going to get it back. Down, or sorry, up 11 with just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Feels like the offense hasn't been on the field in a while. It's just been Louisiana Monroe at the end of the first half, at the beginning of the second half. So it's just like, hey, what's the last time we snapped the ball? Oh, Livingston's got a seam to run through. He is dragged down from behind, but 13 yards for Livingston. And Watson's got a nice move, or a nice run, rather, and then try to move. I got my words mixed up there. But another strong run. Both running backs having a nice game. Ollie Jennings with the catch. A nice 10-yard reception for the first down. Livingston with another 9 yards. Their defense has not been playing well today. Marshall in the end zone, and at number 40, Josh Newton comes over and makes a really nice play on the ball to prevent it. Oh gosh, Livingston does manage the first down. That did not look very promising at the beginning, but he does manage it. Marshall on the outside, and he's got 8. Livingston gets the first down and is down near the 5. Livingston's got it, and he's got the touchdown. And the Monarchs go up 28-10, back ahead by 3 scores. And Phillips has a lot of running room. That looked like a hold. They didn't call it. And Arterian Johnson forces him out of bounds after a 24-yard gain. Oh my gosh, what a dangerous pass that somehow got completed. That is really disappointing. Rodgers wants to take off, and I don't think anyone actually touched him, but he gets sacked for a loss of 7. I think he tripped over his own lineman or something. That was odd. And Rodgers goes down again. Marcus Haynes around the edge, and he's got his second sack of the day, and it's 4th and 13. They are going for it, of course, because there's only 5 minutes left. Rodgers is all day, finds a guy underneath, and Cruz missed the tackle. Hawkins can't bring him down, and you gotta be kidding me. We gave up that conversion. That is unreal. Josh Cruz could not wrap up, and then there was a collection of like 3 or 4 guys. I don't know what Cruz was doing. He didn't even like engage with him. He just ran by him. And then none of those guys could keep him short of the line, and they managed to convert. Unreal. Thank God this game's not closer. Ooh, and that is a good play by Hawkins III to knock that loose, and it's going to be 3rd down. Pitch to the outside. Stephen Williams can't bring him down, but Robert Kennedy III is there to clean up, and it's 4th again. I can only imagine they're going to go for it again. Yes, they are. And it is an easy conversion. No one is there to stop the run right up the gut, and they've got another 4th down conversion on this drive. Oh my gosh, he's wide open. Fred Lloyd's got the first down. There's a screen pass. Ryan Henry is able to bring Phillips down. Rodgers wants to take off, and he's tripped up from behind. potentially a touchdown saving tackle made by Marcus Haynes. And we're making him burn a lot of time here. Oh no, Rodgers is taking off. There's no one there, and he's got his second rushing touchdown of the game. And they are cutting it back to 2 scores now. They just won't die quietly. They are electing to go for 2 here, and they come out in, guess what else? The flex bone formation. It's a speed option to the outside. The fullback gets the pitch, and Ryan Henry cannot bring him down. Fred Williams, the fullback, with the 2-point conversion to make it a 10-point game. And I can only assume they're going to go for the onside kick here. Let's see if we can recover it. We got the Haynes team, and yes, John Marshall is able to bring it in, and that will hopefully do it. But as we learned, I believe it was 2 games ago, no game's over until it's over. Livingston right up the gut, and he's got a nice run, and that will further help us to put this game away. What a ridiculous run as Livingston managed to fall forward for a gain of 11. I don't know how we managed all those yards, but I ain't complaining. Ooh, Livingston with a nice cut up field. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. He puts the ball on the ground. Gosh dang it. And suddenly, this game is not over. I mean, it's almost over, but I'm having flashbacks to the Buffalo game all of a sudden. We did not need that to give them any semblance of life, as unlikely as a comeback. Oh my gosh, never mind. We bring Chandler Rogers down for a safety, and we're going to get the ball back. They're not going to have any timeouts. That is going to do it. Great play from the defense. It looks like that is Tyree Bibby, I think, that burst through the line, and Marcus Haynes, I think, behind him. Cool. Good job, defense. I don't know who Jackson is, but oh my word. What? O'Shea Jackson. I have no idea who that is. He looks like a defensive lineman, but what a sick move. Oh no, Livingston got hurt. Yeah, just put in whoever. Doesn't matter. We're not risking that. As they say, the best formation is victory formation. And that is going to do it here in, I assume, Monroe, Louisiana, as the Monarchs take down the Warhawks in a 28-18 victory. They were a winless team. They were 0-4 coming in, but they were feistier than the Raging Cajuns last week. There's no doubt about that. They got a quarterback who is scrambler type, real gamer with his legs. Honestly, he's the type of quarterback I'd like to bring in here at some point if we could have some luck on the recruiting trail at that position. I really liked his game, and he made that a little closer than, as I said, the Raging Cajuns did last week. And their defense wasn't all that bad either. We're very fortunate that we turned them over the one time. That helped us to go up 2 scores and eventually kind of really give us a nice lead. I misspoke earlier. It was 30-18. I already forgot about the safety. Hayden Wolf, not called on for much in this game, but had a very, very efficient 9 for 11, 81% completions for 141 and a touchdown. Again, not a light up the stat sheet kind of game for him, but he was very, very strong today. John Livingston, our leading rusher, 16 attempts for 109 yards and a touchdown. Blake Watson also with a very nice game of his own, 9 carries for 63 yards. Nice to see both guys have a really, really strong game. I think a 2 running back system is very much in play here. It would help keep them both fresh. I kind of liked how they rotated in and out. I'm sure that's a setting somewhere that I'll have to tinker with a little bit, see if I can get that to happen a little more often so I don't have to manually change the depth chart anytime I want one of them in. But we'll see about that. Livingston, though, did have the 1 fumble, so an alarming trend with him. But I think we knew that when we recruited him, that his carrying was kind of low. So we're just kind of seeing the results of that. So hopefully he can clean that up. Jordan Bly, our leading receiver on the day, 2 catches for 69 yards and a touchdown, a nice game. And, of course, the 65-yard touchdown being the main reason for him being our leading receiver. John Marshall had 4 catches. Very nice day for him. And also 0 drops, which is nice to see, as we've kind of seen him struggle with that here and there. Blake Watson, a catch for 14. Ollie Jennings, a catch for 10. And John Livingston, a catch for 9. Treyhawk is the third, our leading tackler, and Robert Kennedy the third, our other leading tackler. So good job from the thirds this week. I did feel like I called their names a lot. Ryan Henry, of course, another nice game for him with 6. And then in terms of TFLs, we had a crap ton of them. I ain't even going to go down the whole list because there's so many. We even had a lot of sacks in this game. 2 for Alonzo Ford Jr., 2 for Marcus Haynes, 1 for Amari Morrison, and 1 for Tyree Bibby. Our defensive line was busy out there today because these are our 4 D linemen. Our 4 starting D linemen combined for 6 sacks. That's pretty huge. Of course, Arterian Johnson with the 1 interception that really helped us turn the tide in the game to really have the momentum go in our favor. Also, I can confirm O'Shea Jackson is a junior defensive lineman, a 75 overall defensive lineman, not even a bad one. Just, I guess, one of our backups who was out there on that kickoff and put a disgusting juke out there, which was pretty insane for a guy of that size. Rest in peace, Pac-12 After Dark. You will be missed. All right, we got a coaching upgrade, so we'll do that real quick. I really like upgrading the visit thing because having those guys on campus then get massive point boosts. It goes a long way on the recruiting trail. Even though I would like to go into letter of intent right now to prep us for signing day, that's not for a while, so we'll probably hopefully we get more upgrades over the course of the season, and I'll put one into that towards the end. And kitchen sink's another one I like to get just because every week having more points going towards certain guys, tough call. It's really tough to pick one, but I think I am going to go with Royal Treatment to get our visits as good as they can be, because those go a long way on recruiting trails, that's for sure. Monarchs earn another. Warhawks are no match for Old Dominion. That might be overstating it a little bit. They definitely, we're definitely a better team than them. We looked like it for most of the game, but they were feisty. They weren't your typical 0-4 team. I imagine they'll pick up at least a couple wins in the Sun Belt by the time the season is over. But definitely happy we were able to just kind of take care of them. Next week, we're on the road again to play Texas State, so we'll sim on ahead. Not expecting any recruiting news, but just in case. Holy crap, never mind. We did get a commitment. Edward Brandt, the tight end. Again, one of those guys that did visit in that big visit week. I'm pretty sure it was last episode. Or maybe he was the one. Oh gosh, I'm getting the tight ends mixed up. One of them was visiting last episode. I think it was him. And so we had a huge lead on him as it was, so it was only a matter of time, and he decided to lock it in now. Low overall, only 63, but going to be a nice developmental piece for us. Alright, and that is going to do it for us in this episode. I'd like to thank all y'all for watching. 4-1, off to a really strong start, and off to a good starting conference play as well. Texas State at 2-2 will be, well, our best in-conference opponent that we faced so far, so we got to be ready for it, especially with it being a road game. But that's it for now. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Later, y'all.